driving through the old roads of Galle, exuding the old world charm of its colonial masters left in time, I wondered what was the story behind naming this serene, idyllic town Galle. Etymologically, Galle was explained as probably an altered form of the Sinhalese word gala, a cattle fold or posting place from which the Portuguese named it Point-de-Galle. Long sunny roads, clear blue sky accompanied us as we made our way through this quaint little town steeped with history and intrigue. It is said Galle was known as Gimhatita before the arrival of the Portuguese in the 16th century, when it was the main port on the island. It was also the ancient seaport of Tarshish. Through time, the old salt-laden walls of Galle were testaments of various colonial masters. The Portuguese were the first European people to set foot on the shores of Galle and received some land from the then reigning Sinhalese king. As we got off our car, we were immediately hit by the salty air mingled with the sound of crashing waves. The fort wall stood on the shores of the Indian Ocean, where one can see the great expanse of the turquoise stretching for miles. While entering the fortified area, we were greeted by small brass figures enacting the great battle fought between the Portuguese and the combined forces of the Sinhalese and the Dutch traders. Visitors are welcomed with the magnificent view of the old fort's perimeter, marked by stone walls, and the tall clock tower within the fort. The old Galle fort was taken over by the Dutch traders after the harrowing defeat of the Portuguese powers. The Dutch rule over Galle is quite evident from the roads of the city steeped with Dutch influence and architecture. One forgets that they are in Sri Lanka and not in a sleepy European town. The fort's old-world awe and charm also make it the perfect backdrop to click selfies for memories to look back on. One should not forget to traverse the old city by foot. My years of travelling has taught me one can only experience the true flavour of a destination only if they walk. While walking around the old part of the town, we crossed the Maritime Museum and the Dutch Reformed Church, both great places of interest. The Maritime Museum was first opened to the public on 9th of May 1992 and is located in a 1671 Dutch warehouse above the old gate of Galle Fort, filled with nautical artifacts of old Sri Lanka's rich naval past. The yellow ochre walls with tall windows were perfect examples of typical Dutch design splendor. The Dutch Reformed Church was originally built in 1640. The present building dates from 1752 to 1755. Its floor is paved with gravestones from the old Dutch cemetery. The oldest dates from 1662. The friendly caretaker tells you where remains are held in the walls and are under the floor. The organ from 1760 still sits in the building, and the impressive pulpit. It is an imposing piece. It also makes for a shady place to pause. As we experience a trip down the lanes of history, the humbling realization of human endeavor and enterprise which brought European men down to the shores of Sri Lanka, probably greeted by the kind natives with closed palms and Ayubowwan on their lips, which one can still hear, mixed with the roars of these sentinel waves if you're lucky enough.